What's going on? What up? Yeah, we're back again with my journey into the multimedia verse, part six. Yeah. So now, I'm entering Kitwe. Um, I've reached Luangwa Bridge just by the checkpoint there. After attending my interviews at QFM, and they told me they would call me. So at that point, I had heard that so many times. So I wasn't even expecting any call. I was like, you know what? I haven't seen my family in like a month and a half. Let me go back to the Copper Belt. So I traveled back. Then it's around 1620 somewhere there. I remember specifically those events because it's that was a, a period in my life that had that switch. You know, there's a bubble in each in everybody's life. I don't know, or maybe it's just mine. There's always a bubble where you go through certain things that change you, that make you grow or evolve into something else, morph into someone else, or where your actual being, where you're supposed to be, or where you're supposed to go. So it was one of those bubbles. So I remember specifically. So it was a Thursday around 1620. I received a phone call. I wasn't expecting it, and it was QFM calling me. So yeah, they were calling me to invite me to go back for a second round of conversations or interviews. So I was like, oh, my bad. I've actually traveled back to the Copper Belt. I Bear with me. I wasn't expecting to hear from you guys because, they were like, you know what? I understand. Um, See your family. Like you, I know you mentioned your family. See your family, but are you able to make it on Monday? I'm like, Monday. Definitely. I'll make it on Monday. All right. All right. Hang up. Reach home. Hey, everybody's happy, blah, 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 blah. And I break the news. Actually have to travel back on Sunday because Monday they want to see me again. Second round of. So now the money is going. It wasn't a lot of money. I had to pay rentals, buy groceries, and then I had to travel back. So now I'm like, what do I do now? I'm in a sticky situation, but I have to make it happen. So uh, this is another part that is very, very interesting and exciting. In my life, this part where Sunday came, pack a small bag. I always travel light, and then it was just the clothes on my back and a few change of clothes because obviously I was going to go through a second round of interviews and then start waiting, blah blah blah. At some point, obviously, I'll have to go back to the Copper Belt. So Sunday comes, travel to Lusaka. Come on, Woodlands. Come on now. So chilled there. Monday came. Remember, I got dropped off by my friend Bangs. What's up, Bangs? How you doing? How at your boy? So she dropped me off. She was living in Mundawanga, I mean Nyumbayanga. So she picked me up in Woodlands and we came together, dropped me off at QFM. So yeah, meet the peoples there. And I was told to sit in production. So I went and sat in production with Ben B. That's Benson Whitaker. Shout out to Ben B. So we sat there, catching up. And then the station manager called me, had a conversation, blah, 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 blah. Turned out they were open to giving me a shot. So they were going to give me the graveyard shift. For those that don't know, graveyard shift in radio is working between midnight and 06 or 01 to 06, that period, graveyard shift. So I sit in production. So now I don't have money. I don't know my way around Lusaka. So I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm just gonna sit back and just till 02, get on radio, knock off and go home. And this I'm talking about this. This is around 9. This is around 8 to 9. I've been told everything, blah blah blah. So now I'm sitting in production. Blah, blah. I was going to have to be helping out in production as well because I'm a producer as well. So I'm sitting in production. 9 hours clicks, and the breakfast show is done. Cue breakfast. DJ LBC, God rest his soul. LBC is done with his shift, walks into production. Bah! Sees me. We see each other. Bah! And he screams, "Oh, Bugsy, what's up?" And he was loud. LBC was hella loud. "Oh, Bugsy!" Oh, we hugged each other. We hugged it out. "Oh, what's up? What's up? What's going on? Hey, good to see you, man. Hey, what you doing here, bro? What you doing? What's going on? What you doing? What brings you to Lusaka?" So I was like, "Yeah, well, I'm here to join you guys." "Oh, for real? Oh, you're so dope, man. Yeah. We hug it out again. You know what I'm saying?" So yeah, we hug it out, and conversation goes. So which show have you been given? So I go, "Hey, I've been given the graveyard shift. So and I've been told that during the day I'll be helping out in production, but my shift is 02 to 06." And he goes, where you say something, like in the movies, you say something and then it blows somebody's mind, the record stops. That's how the room stopped at boom. And he was like, "Graveyard? Why? Do they know who you are?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm not too sure." "Do they know you're Chishala's boy?" Meaning Gesh. I'm like, "I don't know. I guess they do." "No, no, 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 no. Let me get you a show." So LBC goes upstairs. 5 minutes later, he comes downstairs and he goes, "I got you a show. The show is Friday, 9 hours to 12 hours, Z Rampage. So you can go home." I was like, "Ah." I was like, "LBC, that's what's up, my G." So anyway, we had conversations. He took me to the station manager as well. He told him what he had agreed with the bosses upstairs. My show was Z Rampage, blah, blah, blah. So I was told, "Okay, cool, but we want you to be helping out with production." I was like, "Oh, not a problem. I mean, I can't be sitting at home uh, doing nothing until Friday, so this will keep me busy. So cool, I'll be doing it." So that's how, okay, that day I knocked off. And then, yeah, we continued doing that week. I continued doing the production and whatnot. Friday came, my first show on QFM. Bugsy Zimandola, the kid, is in the building. The show was called the Z Rampage, so it was just Zambian music. So I formatted that show in such a way that the beginning, the first hour, would be also all Zambian music. I never played all Zambian music. I came from my a background where I was playing just music, just international music, blah blah. The few local jams I would play were Z hip hop. That's all. That was my strength. So I couldn't play Z hip hop strictly for 3 hours in the morning. So I had to now start collecting Zambian music, blah blah blah. So that week I focused on collecting, and formatting, planning, plotting the show. So on that day, I started the show, did some Z music, blah, 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 9 hours to 10 hours. 10 hours to 11 hours. 11 hours, I mixed it up with fresh jams and whatnot. 11 to 12, the last hour was old school Zambian, old Kalindula. And I opened up the phone lines. That was my first show. The phones were buzzing off the chain. I was on fire, and that was my plan. My plan was, you know what? LBC put his neck on the line for me. I won't let him down. And also, I have a point to prove that, you know what? Giving me this show, you are actually giving yourself more traction, because I'm a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to serve any purpose. The way, what's this? The graveyard shift wasn't going to serve my purpose. This, I was out for blood. I was out to prove a point. So I nailed that show. My first show. And the phones were buzzing off the chain. Everybody was enjoying. The whole station just went silent. And that is how I put my foot now into QFM, my other foot into QFM. The moment I was done with that show, the Z Rampage, I was called upstairs. Everybody was pleased. I received congratulations, and everybody was happy. The people that were doubting within the station were now, "Oh, snap. Whoa! So so now they're like, okay, cool. We see what you can do between 9 and 12 on Friday. Now I would like for you to sit in with another presenter on Saturday, 14 to 18. Can you do that? I was like, oh, cool, sure. Again, I had a point to prove. So come Saturday, the next day exactly, um, I came on radio, sat in with Mimi, and Mimi was hands on. You know what I mean? She thought I was there to take her job. I'm like, no, 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 no. I was just thrown here. I'm not here to replace anybody. This is just me, just being thrown around and whatnot. So did this show. We killed it together. Chemistry was off the chain, and yeah, they were like, okay, those two shows opened their minds and their eyes. And that was now the beginning of my journey in Lusaka. Stick around for part 7, baby.
DJ Bugsy the King, hear the whole nation scream. Long live Zemandola, the king. One time.